My name is Walter Swanson, and my black is heard. My black is heard by my voice. I let it carry, I let it ring out. I feel like God gave me a voice in order to display. So, like you said, why not use it? Why not put it out to the public as it being my own creation, in a sense. I dealt with a lot of anger issues, and it wasn't necessarily anger because, I was just mad at the world, but it was anger because I was trying to speak out and I felt like people weren't listening. I kind of related back to Malcolm X and By Any Means Necessary, and that's kind of the focus I was on, even though I didn't see the movie until later on in life. One person who has really inspired me to really do something on a major level is Richard Pryor. I look back at a lot of his comedic footage, and I love the way that he really engages both sides of an audience, black and white. I do want to be able to break the color barrier. A lot of people can't do it nowadays, but I want to be one of those people who can do it. It's not one race or one person's responsibility. It's a collective. It's kind of like a collective kind of thing, So Black history to me is everybody. I feel like my biggest accomplishment was graduating high school, because although to a lot of people that's not really a big thing, to me it's major because it was almost unexpected for me to graduate from high school. A setback is a setup for a comeback, and I strongly believe in that simply because whenever your back is against the wall, you have nowhere to go but outward. My black is my voice, my black is everything I stand for. My black will be heard even when you're not listening, and that is my black. I was homecoming king. That meant a lot to me. That meant, like you said, I felt like I was in a position to serve my people in high school, in a sense. Pledging my organization, Mega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, I feel like that has actually helped me out a whole lot. And I feel like as an accomplishment, that was more of an obligation of mine. I felt like I told myself I was going to do it. I was obligated to myself that I was going to be a part of the organization. So, like I said, above all, I felt like high school was one of those things that really boosted me up into the next level.
Talk about radio and broadcasting.
Radio and broadcasting. I grew up in a very big family. When I used to live with my grandmother, it was 15 of us in a 4-bedroom house. And it wasn't like a 2011 4-bedroom, it was like a 1945 4-bedroom. They were like real small rooms, and we had one bathroom. But saying all that to basically say, I was the comedic, the humor side of the family. I told a lot of jokes. I made everybody smile because, I would feed off of their energy. Whenever they were happy, I was happy. Whenever they were sad, I was sad. And that's one thing that I really want to carry into a career. I want people to hear me and realize that when they hear my voice, there is nothing but happiness in it, because I feed off of their happiness, in return from it. I feel like radio is almost like the perfect thing to do it. Even though I won't be seen as much, I feel like just with a person hearing my voice, it can say a lot to the listeners. And I can possibly even inspire someone else to want to, communicate their voice to the world to be heard.
What does Black History Month mean to you, or Black history as a whole?
Black history as a whole, well, I go back to the roots of Black history. It started out as a week. Carter G. Woodson, who was a famous Omega man, he actually founded Black History Week, and then it turned into Black History Month. And when I think about Black history, I don't necessarily think about only African Americans or whatnot. I think about everybody who's ever had to struggle racially, in our society nowadays, because there are a lot of minorities. Like I said, whether it be based off of race, sexuality, gender, physical, handicaps or whatnot. There are a lot of minorities, and I feel like Black History Month shouldn't really just, like I said, it should highlight African Americans, but it should also highlight the struggles of other people as well, because, like I said, a lot of people have worked hard in order to make America what it is today, and I feel like you shouldn't really just, like I said, it's not one. Everybody's a part of Black History Month.
Where do you see yourself in the future, career-wise and just as a man?
Career-wise, I'll speak on career-wise first. I'll go 10 years from now. I would like to be in my field, but I would like to be a part of something epic, a part of something that can't be turned back. I'd like to be a part of a movement that no one else can start except for me. Now, I guess personally, I could say married with kids or whatnot, but financially stable is a most definite. Financially stable and religiously stable. I, like I said, hope to one day find myself and to, like you said, be able to live freely and be able to live without doubts, be able to live without any regrets. And I feel like that'll come from a lot of spiritual outlets. But most definitely financially stable, successful, pretty wife, pretty kids, happy, very happy. And I want a dog as well. I won't say what kind of dog I want, but I want a dog.
What are some words of encouragement you would give someone else?
Words of encouragement that I would give to someone else? So it's kind of like, when you're at ground level, where else can you go but up? So that's a motto that I feel like everybody should analyze and break down and examine and apply to their life. A setback is a setup for a comeback.
You want to cut off here? Is that no? It's 2. I don't know how long you just filming for.
I think you guys need to basically just wrap it up.
All right.
At the end, like let it be like my lesson started. You can talk about you on the radio and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we need you to act like you were taking pictures. So
What is this?
That's me.
I don't like
not
close it.
taking it like
Move the chair. No, that's me.
These are the makings of you. Was it straight? I need to redo anything? Feels good? All right.
hold them a little longer. Okay, remember we're part of the
Good. My black. It's my nuts. No, I'm just playing.
Oh.
Am I looking at you or there's camera?
Look at the front.
So elementary school.
Smile.
Straight from the jailhouse right here. Motivational speaker who actually touched me deeply, a guy named Kevin Brown. He said a setback is a setup for a comeback, and I strongly believe in that simply because whenever your back is against the wall, you have nowhere to go but outwards. So it's kind of like, you know, when you're at ground level, I mean, where else can you go but up? So that's a motto that I feel like everybody should analyze and break down and examine and apply to their life. A setback is a setup for a comeback.
Or you want to cut off here? Is that enough?
I think so. What's the time?
It's 2. I don't know how long you been filming for.
I think you got some stuff. Basically, just wrap it up.
Alright.
At the end, like let it be like my black is hurt. You can talk about you on the radio and stuff like that.
I'll elaborate real quick on my black is hurt. All right. My black is my voice. My black is everything I stand for. My black will be heard even when you're not listening, and that is my black.
Okay, now we need you to act like we're taking pictures. So,
No,
what is
man.
this?
That's me.
Oh, no, like
Not
close it.
taking, like,
Move the chair. No, that's me.
These are the makings of you. Was it straight? I need to redo anything? Feels good. All right.
Hold them a little longer. Okay, remember, we're part of the.
Good. My black is my next. Not just playing.
Oh.
Am I looking at you or there's camera?
Look at the part.
So elementary school smile.
Straight from the jailhouse right here.
You could just be you, I guess, your personality.
All right, I can dance. Can you see me in the camera?
Hold on.
She got you.
Repoint to it when you're done. Okay, repoint to it. Like when you head back to it.
No, hold on.
Come over here with the light. Do that again. Or will you look down at it? Now look up. Okay, couple more stuff.
Couple more what?
Hold.
All right. Can I pose like in a chair or something like that, man?
No. I'll bring it to you.
Like Dr. Cornel West?
If you want to, bring it.
No, I'm good. I'm just talking shit. Another pose.
Be
What's some of
wild. What are you doing?
shit? What's some of my fashion show poses, man?
Be silly. Be funny. Be.
No.
Can't get there. Can't get there.
How are we like capturing your butt?
Ass cheeks are still. I don't know, man. What y'all got going on for the weekend?
Studying for
Just studying. Why studying? Why?
I have a chemistry test Monday.
Boo. Trying to just have conversations. Just be happy.
It's-